We are continuing our ongoing theme of leadership, and we have two members of the Guam Young Professionals organization, our good friends of ours, Anthony and Judy. Hafa
Hafa.
Good to see you guys, and good to see the wonderful work that you continue to do. Not just everybody thinks GYP, it's only a business private sector thing. This is for young people that really have the potential to become great, that want to network and really want to contribute to Guam.
Yep. Right.
Okay, so what have we got going on now? Because you guys are always doing awesome events.
So this is our fourth time specifically for this. GYP, one of the things that we were looking at a couple of years back was to put a professional development training together. And so this is our fourth leadership conference, and it's actually going to be this Friday. And we have a few seats open, so we're encouraging everyone to get their seats and make their reservations, and it'll be at the Outrigger this year.
Very nice. Okay, so we have the what, we have the when, we have the where. Anthony, the one thing I love about this most is the theme.
Right. The theme this year is boss moves, right?
Nice.
And so,
straight from the memes.
Right, exactly.
Boss moves.
If you've been searching around on social media, you probably noticed a lot of that trend that be a leader, not a boss. And so that's kind of where we went with this event. We got together with the planning committee and we thought what theme would actually appeal to most people. And for our target audience specifically, we thought, hashtag boss moves, hashtag like a boss, those things are really appealing to our demographic. And then we wanted to spin a positive light on the word boss because again, there's those memes going around, be a leader, not a boss. So this event really focuses on leadership skills. So in turn, everybody that's going to attend will actually see the leadership skills that our guest speakers have, as well as their knowledge and their insights, and put a positive spin on the word boss, and hopefully come out of the event being inspired to be the right kind of boss for the workforce today.
Now, Judy, the one thing I've always appreciated about GYP's events is because, again, the requirement to be in the Guam Young Professionals, it's basically anybody up to the age of 40, correct? Yes. So you're dealing with people who are probably working their way through middle management, maybe getting ready for that, that ascension into executive level work. So what kinds of training do you offer at this point? Because that's some fairly high level stuff. You're talking like MBA stuff.
Yeah, well, some of the things that we've done throughout the year was that we've always looked at is investment within your personal finances. We've done things like budget, being able to manage a budget, but specifically these leadership conference and this one in particular, how we have that whole hashtag boss moves. We're actually going to talk about progress like a boss. We're also going to have influence like a boss, and that involves twofold. Internal influencing within an organization, and then also external. So we're going to have a topic on that. And then the last thing that we're also going to talk about is budgeting like a boss. How to read financial budgets, how to manage a budget, and then wrap that all around with our keynote speaker, and he's going to talk on what is your why. And then it kind of ties everything together.
Okay, who is the keynote speaker, Anthony?
The keynote speaker is Coach Payne. So he's an off-island guest speaker.
We just had him in here today for one of our podcasts. Fantastic motivational
really
speaker.
I think he's great because he has this talent where depending on his audience, he has the capability to tailor his speech to that specific audience, to really cater to that group. He's been a keynote speaker, a motivational speaker for the Trench Challenge. So, we were fortunate enough to get him in this year for our leadership conference. So like Judy said, he's going to talk about finding your why and the importance of that, and also how to stay motivated and why you should stay motivated. And I think with young professionals, those are key elements in both your professional life and your personal lives, to just keep striving and keep that drive.
I've had the pleasure of interviewing Coach Payne at least twice, and I tell people like afterwards, if you're not inspired and motivated by his words and his enthusiasm, you better check your pulse because there's something wrong with you. Yeah, he's very effective at what he does. Okay, so for GYP members, obviously the word's going out already. Do they still need tickets, or is this part of membership?
So you can email or call the chamber office, and the great thing about this is, of course, we always have incentives for our GYP membership. So it's $15 for GYP members, which is a phenomenal price, and then it's $35 for non-members. Still a phenomenal price because you're going to get speakers such as Bernie Valencia from Matson's. You're also going to be working with Coach Payne,
Ernie Galito, Leslie Guerrero. And also a speaker of ours is Captain Zach Springer from the U.S. Air Force. So this is really going to be an interesting leadership conference for us because we're tapping into these leaders from the different industries. So, attendees will be treated to that kind of presentation. You get to pull away positive insights and knowledge from basically a covered workforce.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was going to
so-
say, you bring in the military, there's a difference between, if you do it in the private sector traditionally,
Yeah.
you make a bad decision or you slip up a little bit or you don't make sure that you cross all your T's and dot all your I's,
Right.
you lose a lot of money and you potentially lose market share. On a military environment, you don't make sure that all the boxes are checked and everything like that, people die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those lessons are certainly going to be passed on to your members. So
definitely.
Okay, well, we appreciate the both of you coming in and sharing the knowledge, and we look forward to covering your event.
All right, thanks,
All right,
Jason.
thanks so
Thanks so
much.
much.
All right.
And please stay tuned because we are back after this.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.